again, my name's Brandon, and welcome to Audio Addiction. We have our good friends, and I'm not gonna say it. They can say their own names and what they do in the band, and their band name.
I'm Justin Vigil. I'm the drummer and founder of Extractus.
I'm Mike Beatty. I am the bassist extraordinaire of Extractus.
um, all right. My first question, guys, is how did you guys start out? Did you guys find each other on like Craigslist or local shows? This is basically what's the scoop.
Well, so this is Extractus has kind of been in the works really since around 2010 under a couple different working titles. Ultimately, we came together in 2012, and we had a different, completely. I'll be honest with you, a completely different lineup than what we have today. That is our current band, minus myself. But eventually, we came to find Sean Potosny, who's our guitarist, who we wrote the EP with that you were alluding to earlier, that we did with Jamie King down in Winston-Salem, North Carolina this past year. He's done every BT Bam record. He's done some Animals as Leaders, Seven Townsend projects. So it was a great experience working with somebody like that. So we, in 2012, we got together, like I said, with Sean Potosny, our guitarist, and then Michael Serio is our vocalist, who couldn't be here this evening, and Aaron Winthrop is also our other guitarist. So we've kind of had a coming and going of parts, but my partner here, we actually ran into each other working in a music store down in Philly. So just a chance meeting due to a hurricane that closed down the store I was working at, brought me to his store, and the rest is history, as they say. These two boys.
That's great. What music store were you working at the time?
The music store shall remain unnamed.
All right.
Yeah. So we met each other at a music store. It was a good time, and yeah. So we've been running around the country ever since, and yeah, just holding down the rhythm section and keeping Extractus moving.
Nice. All right. My next question is, since you guys did mention you're from Philly, what are some cool places you like to visit, either musically or not musically related?
A great place in Philly to visit is, of course, well, you could visit South Street.
Yes.
I believe South Street has
South Street.
Jim's Steaks on South
Yeah,
Street.
South Street.
Jim's, and that's where you'll get a real Philly cheesesteak, as opposed to the so popular Pat's and Geno's that everybody talks about.
Geno's is real, but
I like
but
Pat's.
you can get Jim's. Voltage Lounge, we like to hang out down there. We did our single release there in February with Cranley Gardens, who are another great Philadelphia act. They're awesome guys, great band. And where else do we like to hang out, Michael?
There's a place on Columbus Boulevard.
Yeah, Club Skate. That's a good.
It's a club.
Yeah, we've done a lot of shows down there at the strip club on Columbus. It was great. Shout out to
the upper venue.
Right. Shout out to Ron, the general manager of Club Skate. He's
Thanks, Ron.
He's the man. You know what's a really cool place? I don't know if are you a gamer at all?
I am a gamer, yes.
What kind of gaming are you into?
Well, I'm not. I'm more of a what you call a pleb. I play a lot of old school like Nintendo stuff like that. However, the other three members I do Audio Addiction with are all like they play like Xbox, PS2, and like Steam, obviously online with PC. So
nice. Well, then you would probably like this place, Barcade. That's
nice.
A cool place down on. I think it's Frankfurt, right down the street from the Fillmore.
Oh,
It's
Fillmore.
yeah. It's like a craft beer place with like arcade games like Rampage and
Nice.
Michael Jackson's Thriller and all sorts of cool shit. So that's another cool hangout.
Have you guys been to the Fillmore? I have. That's like the one place that
Yeah.
I have not been to in Philly. I've been to pretty much everything else.
Tremendous facility.
Nice. Awesome. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Because I
It's
think
great. We
there's
saw Between the Buried and Me there a few months ago. It was great.
nice. I think I'm trying to think who's coming up here that I was gonna see. Can't remember off the top of my head, but
There's a lot of good shows coming through. You got Between the Buried and Me and Devin Townsend Project, Fallujah. I think that's like September 15th. Gojira, September
Gojira,
27th.
yeah.
At the factory.
And
Meshuggah's coming through.
Sugar, yeah.
Meshuggah.
Suga.
I think Periphery's rolling through too.
They sure are.
I think.
I believe around Labor Day.
Yeah, so that's gonna be good. I'm excited for that one. My next question is, what are some of your musical influences?
All right, I guess I'll start. I'm the bassist for the band, and some people wouldn't really see this up front, but one of my greatest musical influences are in this genre of jazz. So, you know, the guys like Victor Wooten,
Yeah.
Anthony Wilson, James Jamerson, that's more funk based, but Stanley Clarke, funk based, Marcus Miller, and of course Flea and Jocko.
Yeah.
Tremendous influences on my bass playing and how I really approach the bass. Something that's a little bit different for me stylistically as opposed to most metal bassists. I do a lot of slapping, popping, and double thumb technique stuff. That is not necessarily characteristic of metal bassists. I know Evan Brewer in particular, who's also one of my influences. He uses that double thumb technique and a lot of slapping and creates really cool sounds. So I'm really digging what he's doing, and a couple of the other influence that I have that are currently, you know, up and coming and within the metal genre would be Jordan Eberhardt from The Contortionists.
Yeah.
I really like a lot of the stuff that he's doing. And
Dan Briggs.
Yeah, Dan Briggs from
Nice.
Between the Buried and Me.
Yep.
Great musician. And that's all that I can really think of for right now. Danny Hauser from Veil of Maya.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's awesome. Great player. We actually had the chance to play on the same stage with him at it was
Mayhem
Rockstar,
Fest,
Rockstar Mayhem or
Nice.
Rockstar Energy Mayhem Festival. We went to Darien Lake, New York, and played up there. Had a great turnout and a great crowd there. That was really cool for us. That was 2013.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think for me as a individual, like a drummer, the first band that I really fell in love with was actually a progressive band, prog rock band, Yes, and
Nice.
Alan White and Bill Bruford's work kind of really opened my mind up to a lot of different jazz elements, like Mike was saying, which then ultimately led me to like my ultimate obsession, which is Dream Theater.
Nice.
And so I'm a huge Mike Portnoy fan. You know, he's like my idol as a drummer, and it kind of a lot of it. You know, I pull from a lot of my influences, like Portnoy, Chris Adler, Blake Richardson is my favorite drummer right now. He's the man. I love watching Thomas Hawk play. I love the way he establishes a groove. Matt Halpern from Periphery, who I've had the opportunity to study with. He's another great inspiration for me. And I think as a band, we've always tried to, the goal since the beginning of Extractus was to provide a heavy music, but not with any sort of negative vibe or any disposed baggage towards anything or anything like that. Like it's kind of fun. It's heavy. It's got some periods of it that are dark, but it's not like menacing or mean. It's just not what we're about. We're not, as you can tell, we're pretty happy-go-lucky.
Approachable.
Yeah, we're fun. We're fun dudes, and we want to have fun, and we just happen to like heavy music, and we want our stuff that if you're, you know, whether you like Meshuggah or Dimmu Borgir or whatever end of the spectrum you fall on, that you can find something that we do appealing. And I think we draw a lot from, like I said, Meshuggah, Gojira, definitely After the Burial,
Nice.
you know, Killswitch Engage, Slipknot, those kind of bands, Lamb of God. Those are all bands that we kind of model ourselves after in terms of songwriting and, you know, general structure.
Nice. My next question would be, who have you been jamming recently?
Actually, I've just started to delve into Dream Theater's latest record.
Nice.
It's called The Astonishing. I bought it back when it first came out, and I just haven't had the time to really get into 2.5 hours of music straight through. because that's how I like to listen to their music, is especially this album, is just consecutively, you know, no bouncing around from songs. It really enhances the experience. But yeah, Dream Theater, getting back into After the Burial stuff.
Nice.
I forget what their album was before.
Rare Form?
Was it Rare Form? It might have been Rare
I
Form.
think you're right, yeah.
But okay, yeah, that was back in the day. But yeah, just listening to a lot of their stuff, it kind of catches me like a bug, kind of. I get into these like
that bug.
After the Burial
Bug.
moods, you know. And believe it or not, I've actually really gotten into Chan and
Yeah,
and
they're sick.
Polyphia.
Polyphia.
Polyphia. I mean, the guys will tell you, for like the past week, I've been on this Polyphia kick where I'm just like, oh my God, these kids are so young and they look like little handsome boys.
Yeah. All right.
No, it's a really cool thing that they got going on. And they have a really, really cool sound to get that like popular crowd into
Oh yeah.
into more involved.
More Eyes on Metal is good by me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, more involved music. So
I've been I've been listening to Entheos. We just played with them
Nice.
recently. Their EP is just fantastic.
Evan Brewer.
Evan Brewer,
Evan
Naveen,
Brewer, yeah.
those guys, you can't go wrong with talent like that, especially for a drummer and a bassist like this. Intronaut,
Intronaut, yeah, they're good too.
Allergy, that's one of my favorite albums by them. I'm always constantly listening to Meshuggah during my
Nice.
daily work. Gojira's new record, I think I almost burned a hole in that album when that came out. I love it. I know a lot of people complain about it, but I don't know. They complain about it, listen to their old stuff. But what was the other one? Slipknot. I've been like really getting back into listening to Slipknot lately. I don't know really why. I just kind of revisited it, and I've been enjoying that a lot. What about you? What are you getting into?
Oh, what did I just listen to recently? Damn it, I had a good one too. I bounce all over the place. Honestly, I don't subjugate myself to just listening to a particular thing. I was just listening to Chunk No Captain Chunk earlier. They're like pop punk, easy core sort of stuff. Chan, I pretty much jam every day because I play guitar, and their guitar work is crazy.
Oh yeah.
Who else have I been listening to? Covet. They're based out of San Francisco. They're kind of like math rock, sort of progressive. I feel like that's kind of up your alley, like jazzy sort of. Who else? I think that's pretty much it. There may be a few others I'm missing, but those are the more recent ones, though.
Sounds like you keep a pretty healthy balance.
I do. I do listen to like some really heavy stuff. I was listening to Extractus a little bit earlier, not to like.
Yeah, that'll
That's
do
always
it.
a good choice.
That's
That'll
always
get
a good choice.
Yeah.
Listening to you guys, I always try to make sure I check bands out before interviews, obviously. But yeah, I was listening to you guys again, Chan, Covet, stuff like that. So I try to do definitely a variety of different things. I don't try to listen to like one specific thing. So, my next question is, again, since you guys are from Philly, how is the Philly local scene?
It's good, man. I mean, there's a lot of bands that are working. There's a lot of bands from South Jersey that kind of bleed into that Philly scene, and we kind of have our foot in both waters there. The Voltage Lounge, since Sean Somm took that over, and there's been articles about it online, he's done a great job revitalizing that and getting great shows in there every weekend. And it's like every time I turn around, there's another big metal show there. And it's giving bands like us, Cranley Gardens is playing, I think it's tomorrow night. No, it's tomorrow night. Oh, I don't know.
I think they already played.
They just played with the Casey
Yeah,
Strain.
Casey and Shane. Yeah, that was last week. Yeah.
My point is that it's given a lot of bands opportunities to play with big bands and big crowds and gain new fans and new exposure for their music. So I think right now Philadelphia is a great place if you're a metal musician and you want to get out and you want to play some shows. There's a lot of places. Kung Fu Necktie. The upstairs, the balcony at the Truck, even even what Mantis Entertainment does with Trocadero, giving bands opportunities there to play at the main stage.
Yeah.
There's always opportunities going around, and that's really how we have gotten from item to item. You know, playing places like, you know, it's in South Jersey, but Champs Sports Bar in Trenton is a huge. It's a metal hotspot. I mean, we've seen, you know, I've seen Arsis there. I've seen Monuments. You know, Dave Lombardo from Slayer played with his fusion group there. Like, so it's a lot of people overlook it, but there's a lot of great music happening around you all the time. You know, Prosper Parish are good friends of ours, and they really have an awesome sound, and they're always playing shows, playing all over the place. Cranley Gardens, like I mentioned earlier. So you know, I think it's pretty good, pretty happening.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because like Joe mentioned me to you guys, and I was like, I'm surprised I haven't heard of you because I live around South Jersey, so I was like, and you mentioned Champs, I'm like, I'd say like about 15 minutes away from Champs, so I was like, man, how come I haven't heard of these guys? So it's actually good that, you know, we got to meet up. But I go to Philly all the time for shows. Well, I'm trying to think of the more recent one. I know I'm going out to. I know this isn't in the same lane, but I'm seeing Blink 182 Labor Day weekend. That's gonna be crazy.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, Philly always has good shows. I know there's another place out near Freehold. It's in Howell, Game Changers World. They always put on pretty good shows as well. I've seen that starting to get big. But yeah, I gotta come out and see you guys. Hopefully, you'll be playing around Philly soon. So come check it out.
We're actually we're getting ready to announce a whole slate of shows, some local stuff, and then also places like Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Virginia Beach. Again, we were just in Virginia Beach. We're going to be hitting back down there, and so we're going to be all over the place in the East Coast, and we're going to be doing some. Hopefully, you know, knock on wood, we're going to be doing some dates with some pretty cool bands, and you know, you can find all that on our Facebook. Just type in Extractus. We're on Instagram at Extractus. Basically, YouTube, Extractus Band. Anywhere you type in Extractus, you will get directed to us. And you can find all our dates, all our music. Our music's available on Spotify for free, the whole EP. You know, iTunes, Google Music, Apple Music, Tidal, if you're if you're down with the rock.
Amazon MP3.
Comcast, Rhapsody. What else? CD, CD World, I believe Ken's Spatula Incorporated. A lot of pretty much, you know, anywhere you can find an item for sale that'll scan a barcode, you can buy our record.
You got it.
Yep.
My next question is a bit of a fun question. If you could pick a song to cover, what would it be?
Well, I know this answer, and I've been arguing this for years. Separate Ways by Journey. It's a great song.
Yes.
I love that song. And I think that riff is about as heavy as it gets. Like if you strip, and my argument is like heavy. You done? And this kind of helps me segue into the whole Ghost thing, right?
Yeah.
So people complain that Ghost wins the metal Grammy. My opinion about metal or whatever heavy is that it's a term that's relative to the like current popular music. So whatever the current popular music is, if it's over here, then metal is like over here. Like it doesn't mean that it's a certain guitar tone or certain look, or like it's a certain ideal. Like it's an ideology, metal. So like that song, like if you strip away, back to Separate Ways, if you strip away the guitar tone and all the keyboards and stuff, that's a heavy ass riff. So I mean, I want to really do Separate Ways, or maybe Like a Prayer by Madonna. I really like that song. Michael?
Would you agree with that?
Not necessarily.
Yeah, nobody agrees with me. It's tough.
You know, I was listening to Demiurge by Meshuggah on the way home today. I think it would be really cool.
We're not good enough for that, though.
We probably aren't. You're right.
Yeah.
Well, someday.
Yeah.
Nah,
you guys are good for that. You can do it. Let's do it.
Maybe we'll try it. Maybe we'll try it.
We'll try it out. Yeah.
But
that song, I think that would fit us. As long as we could gather up the talent.
If we could find the talent on the floor.
This one is also a fun question. What is your favorite food to eat?
Food.
My favorite food right now,
Ooh.
honestly, because it's a hard question. To answer. My favorite food right now is Bootios, the cereal, the breakfast cereal. Yeah, Bootios. You can get it.
What is that?
Have you ever heard of
Do you know?
Bootios?
Are you a wrestling fan? I guess you're not a wrestling
No.
fan.
No.
Are you ever at any point in your life were you a wrestling fan?
No.
No.
Sorry.
Well, anyway, there's a group of wrestlers that have their own cereal. It's
Okay.
really good. It's like Lucky Charms, but with kind of like phallic marshmallows. You know what I mean? It's pretty fun.
Well, they're unicorn horns.
They're
Oh
unicorn
my
horns.
God.
But so Bootios, yeah, Bootios is fun. But like all time, I mean, probably a good Philly cheesesteak
Oh yeah, you're right.
or like a roast pork and provolone from the Knicks. The Knicks down at the Reading Terminal. I love that place. No, not Knicks roast beef. The Knicks Reading
Knicks.
Terminal.
Okay. For me, I'm originally from Baltimore, Maryland. So shout out to my Baltimore people.
The boy loves crabs.
Crap.
You already knew, yeah. Steamed crabs. I mean, that's a Maryland favorite.
Yeah.
I love steamed crabs. Every summer, I gotta have steamed crabs with my family, with my dad, my brothers, and my mom. And so steamed crabs takes number one. Anything else? A good
Cookout.
Oh yeah, well, cookout.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay, so there's this place in North Carolina. Well, yeah, it originated in North Carolina, and now we found out that it's also in Virginia Beach and Chesapeake when we went down to play at the Riff House the other week. But it's called Cookout, and it's like
Yeah.
fast food done
By the tray.
done right.
Yes.
It's this. They don't sell you meals or like a side. It's like a tray with two sides, and the sides are like they could also pass as a meal.
Meals.
It's a chicken nugget side. It's great.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
so you can get like I think it's called like a big double burger, where it's like
huge
two
tea,
like
with a huge
half-pound
tea.
burgers on it, with like a
Oh my God.
huge
this.
tea that's like the big jumbo size,
Shit.
like North Carolina style,
Carolina.
style
That's nuts.
or whatever.
That's funny. You're the second band that has mentioned Cookout. Another band I interviewed was like, "Yo, Cookout." No, not interviewed. I met up with a band and they were like, "Yeah, Cookout, man. Like that's the shit. If
'Cause
you
you can
ever go to Virginia, get some Cookout." And I
It's
was
so
like,
cheap too.
You can
It's not
feed
like,
6 people for $11, dude.
Yeah,
I'm not kidding.
It's
That's
not like
insane.
they charge you this. I mean,
When we recorded our EP with, like I said, with Jamie King down in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, over Christmas, and there was a cookout nearby, and Cookout was our friend. Man, it was awesome, but it was cheap and easy, and
they made some money that
they had
weekend.
huge teas there. It was great for us.
Huge teas. We love huge.
and then I'll
teas.
just I'll just have something scroll across, be like, sponsored by, and then
Yeah, sponsored by
Sponsored by Cookout.
Hey, look, if we get some cooking
Cookout
coupons
sponsor
or something like that from Cookout, dude, I'll wear a t-shirt. I'll wear a Cookout shirt on stage or whatever.
Yeah.
Or whatever,
Whatever.
It's like this interview is brought to you by Cookout.
With
And Extractus too.
Extractus is Cookout. Yes.
Extractus is Cookout. That's the.
Love that. Love it.
We've finally figured out the mystery of Extractus. Now we know.
Exactly.
My next question would be, what do you guys do for a living?
What do we do?
Well,
That's funny.
it's
We
not-
work. We're in the banking industry. We actually work together. So we're in the banking and insurance, and it's all good fun.
It's all finance.
So we're like Batman. We do we do banking and insurance by day, and
And then you
metal
play in a
at
band,
night.
Metal at night. There you go.
We're a couple of old Batmen.
My next question is, if you could have a dream job besides music, what would it be?
That's a good question.
And I've also decided that, well, bands have decided this for me, so I've decided to keep it in. It can technically be in music if you want to be like a producer or like
yeah.
promoter or whatever, something like that. But
Okay. Dream job. Let's see.
I would like to be like if I could get into the wrestling business, I would do
I
that.
knew that was.
Because I'm a big fan. I enjoy it. It's like my thing, you know.
Yeah.
But like things, I like that. It's the thing I like.
nice.
Anyway, that or perhaps animal husbandry. I'm into. I'm kidding. No. I don't know, man. Like if I could be like a really well-paid YouTube video game reviewer, like one of those
Ooh.
kids that really hit it big.
Yeah.
You know, kind of jealous. I'm kind of jealous of those guys. So like maybe like if I could be PewDiePie,
Ooh.
I would do that.
Yeah, hell yeah. I do
Whatever
that too.
that is.
Nice.
So, a YouTube personality, I guess.
Yes,
Nice.
YouTube personality, exactly.
Yeah.
You do have a personality.
I got something.
Personality for YouTube. My dream job. Let me think about this. I still don't know. Would probably be the owner of my own business. I mean, it would involve music in the sense of I would like to own my own venue
Nice.
someday. So that's definitely one of my goals also. And other than that, probably like a toe model or something. A high-paid toe
The
model.
boy's got toes. An extremely well-paid foot model.
I got good looking
Oh my
toes.
God. Or you could just be president of Cookout or something like that.
Ugh.
There you go.
Oh,
Get
Only
on
if they
Cook-
pay me in
Cook
coach
out.
cheese. That's what they call an extra large sweet tea for anybody not initiated with
Yeah.
cookout.
Yes, there we go. All right. My next question is, if you guys could play another musical instrument, what would it be and why?
I always thought the saxophone was just like the coolest instrument for some reason. When I was a kid, like my dad is a drummer, and I've been playing the drums since I pretty much could walk, and I've been, that's all I've ever done. And when I got to school and you could pick an instrument,
Yeah.
I actually wanted to play the saxophone, and they're like, "No, why would you do that? You already learned the drums. Like, stick with that and like double up." And I've always just been attracted to the saxophone for some reason.
Nice. I like that one.
Well, I actually started out on a few different instruments when I was younger. So I've played a lot of different instruments growing up. I come from a very musical family. My dad's a singer. All of my brothers are piano players and singers and guitarists. But when I was younger, I started out on the recorder, and then graduated. Have you ever heard of a recorder?
I've heard of a recorder.
It's like
Yes.
It's a
the
common-
plastic. Yeah,
Common child's toy.
acting like I have this extensive background.
Yeah.
No, but anyway, I mean, technically, I started out on the bass. The bass was actually my first instrument.
The
when I
bass
started.
recorder.
Bass
Little known
recorder.
instrument, the bass recorder.
No, it was a bass guitar. But the recorder, and then I played the trumpet. I played the baritone horn in orchestra when I was in middle school. And then I played in the jazz band when I was in high school. I played the guitar, a little bit of drums. Justin would say that I don't play the drums, but I sing. I mean, the instrument that I would pick would probably be the didgeridoo. Do you know what a didgeridoo is?
I like that choice. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Know what a didgeridoo
Gosh,
is.
didgeridoo.
Only problem
I
is
think that would be cool.
difficult to transport
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, I never thought.
because
Of
it
that.
doesn't detach.
Well, you gotta have like a roof rack or something.
yeah.
Strap-
You
strap to
gotta have
the
a
roof.
double wide.
Yeah.
Place it so that when you drive, it plays.
Didgeridoo tailpipe.
I'm expecting some recorder on the next Extractus record, though. Now.
Oh,
Yeah,
now
well,
that you've-
I think there's actually some didgeridoos. That makes sense now. There's some didgeridoos on our intro tracks that we use live. So if you come out and see us, you'll hear some Extractus didgeridoo originals.
Nice. I'm excited now.
Yeah.
I'll have to see you now so I can get the full didgeridoo.
Oh yeah,
goodness.
oh yeah, it's good.
My next question is, if you guys could be a video game character, who would it be?
Mm, well, I'm a big video game fan.
Nice.
I would say perhaps Sonic the Hedgehog.
I like that choice.
'Cause he's fast, but well, I don't know, man.
Sure.
He's fast. Well,
Like out of all video games,
maybe Star Fox. Maybe if I like
Ooh.
Star Fox is a pretty badass dude.
are you stuck in the 90s?
No, dude. There's just a lot of lame characters. Like, maybe Kratos from God of War. Like if you
Yeah,
wanted to
I
kind
forgot.
of,
I like
but
that
like
choice.
I don't think I could go wrong as
What about Carlor?
Carlor. Yeah, Carlor. Yeah, Carlor is one of my favorite video game characters as well.
Carlor.
Yeah, he can.
7 foot.
He's 7 foot. Do anything he wants, men or women. That's pretty cool. So Carlor's
Man.
Carlor's one of my favorites.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Oh my god.
let's see. I would probably be whoever the guy is in Assassin's Creed. I don't know his name. But
Altair. There's like multiple.
There's multiple.
the
Yeah.
main guy.
The Italian one.
I'm not like a big gamer or anything, but
So the
the
first
games
one.
that I do like are,
Gamer.
well, Call of Duty.
Boy.
And, like, when I get
boy
locked
loves
in,
Call of Duty.
when I get locked into a game, I can't stop. And like there were days where I was up like all night just beating Call of Duty. I think I beat it. I think I beat the latest one that came out in like 2.5 days or something like
Yeah.
that.
God.
Had
And
a long work weekend.
yeah, it was
Banking holiday.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
So I try as much as possible to stay away from video games because I get too locked in.
Yeah. See, I can balance my
My
work
life.
duties and my video gaming. So I enjoy. Right now, I'm enjoying No Man's Sky.
Yeah, I hear that's good.
I'm exploring space and stuff and naming planets after the band, which is cool.
Practice.
Yeah. So if anybody finds Planet Extractus, I was there first. So
Nice. I like that. I like those choices.
thank
My
you.
next question is, what has been your most memorable moments with the band?
I think for me,
Don't steal mine.
wrapping up the record, over Christmas this year was. Did I steal yours? Yeah, sorry.
Of course, man.
That was memorable. I'll give you another one too. That was really memorable. Actually, when we finalized what we had and agreed that it was done, because I knew the next step was just to go down and finish the job, and it was something that between the planning stages and the negotiating and getting everything together and our friends, supporting us along the way and helping us get there. It took a lot to get to the point individually that the music was written and completed, and we had a lot of personal things to overcome, people coming and going, and it took a lot of work. It's something I'm really proud of. So then ultimately to finish it was a good feeling and something I'll never forget.
Nice.
Yeah. For sure. For me, definitely going down to North Carolina to the basement recording and recording with the renowned producer, engineer, Jamie King. He's just a super cool dude to work with, like the most down-to-earth guy you can imagine. Very little pressure in the studio, and he makes things fun and gives you energy and really, really aids in creating a good, powerful record, and just a good experience overall. So that was my first one, and then I think one of the coolest experiences that I've had was actually driving up to Buffalo, New York, and playing at Mayhem Festival.
Nice.
And doing that. We were on the big stage, on Sumerian, the Sumerian stage, and it's just a really cool experience getting to hang out with all the bands that were there. I believe it was Veil Maya, Darkest Hour.
Nice.
Who else was there?
Upon a Burning Body.
Upon a Burning Body, and Ice-T's band.
Oh, yeah, Body Count.
Body count. Yeah.
Body Count. They were awesome.
Ice-T was really cool, man.
Really cool.
Really cool dude.
And the cool thing was we were actually at the place that we played was called Dorney Park, or no, not Dorney
Darien
Park.
Lake.
Darien Lake. It's another theme park. Darien Lake theme park. So after our sets and those parking lot, that stage closed down and the main stage opened up. We were able to go and ride roller coasters and hang out in the park with the other bands. And so I rode a roller coaster sitting next to Danny Hauser and, kind of talked to him for a little bit and just hanging with those bands and talking to them and, hanging out. It was a good experience. So that would be one of my other favorite experiences so far.
Nice. I don't know if you guys checked out the new Jason Richardson album.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my God.
It's
Yeah.
nuts.
He's insane.
It's literally
He's
crazy.
so good. He's just so good. I mean, not that I didn't realize he was great to begin with. Like, I mean, I've always seen his videos and, obviously with Chelsea Grin, but dude is just sick. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's technically super technically proficient. It's crazy. I probably did not pick up my guitar for like a straight week because I was like, damn, I'll never
doing that wrong.
I was like, damn, doing that wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I felt. I just saw circle back to Dream Theater, just seeing them play The Astonishing live. And they just bust out 2.5 hours of music live, flawlessly, no problem, with synced lights, and Mike Mangini is just putting on it's like a lesson. It's like a 2.5 hour drum lesson. And it's just it's why we practice and why we keep working, because we want to impress and make that kind of impact on other people.
Exactly. My next question is, who puts on a great live show, and what has been your favorite show that you've been to?
My favorite show that I've been to is probably Meshuggah and Between the Buried and Me up in New York at the Best Buy Theater. That was a good one.
Ooh, nice. I like that.
I think it's called the PlayStation Theater now, actually. I'm sorry. That was really good. Their light show is crazy. I think it sets the example for what a metal band should really be doing. Between the Buried and Me, obviously, every time we see them, it's another band that gives the lesson. But one that I was surprised at that has always stuck with me, believe it or not, is Jay-Z. I got to see Jay-Z at Bonnaroo a couple years ago, and it was a huge show. There was 90,000 people there, but his drummer is Tony Royster Jr., who's he's one of the best drummers in the world. I implore everyone to check out Tony Royster Jr. He's phenomenal. And, it was like watching Dream Theater back Jay-Z. So it had this really cool hip-hop element, obviously, but it was just heavy and groovy. And it's one of the best, if not the best single concert I've ever seen was probably Jay-Z with 86,000 or whatever they said it was at down at the barn in Bonnaroo.
Nice.
Farm.
One of the coolest live shows that I've seen, we're going to switch it up a little bit, is this rockabilly band called The Goddamn Gallows.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever heard of them?
I have not.
They're from this area, actually. You should check them out, dude.
They're phenomenal. They have a really cool show, and they are tremendous. You can see them in a very intimate setting. I saw them at the Whiskey Tango. I think it was previously called Bullshooters in Northeast Philly. But they're just a really fun band, and just nothing technical or anything. Just guys that are up on stage having a great time and creating some fun music. But them and I'd have to say Entheos. We just recently played with them at the Voltage Lounge, and just seeing them play is really cool. They're very technical. Naveen, the drummer, is very technical. Evan Brewer, again. So it's just really a fun and technical experience to watch their shows.
Wizarding.
Yeah.
Nice. And my next question would be, if you guys could compile a dream tour, who would be on it?
Well, naturally, Extractus would be on this bill. So I would say it would be a triple threat.
Ooh.
You know,
Not quadruple.
well, I think 3 is all that these 3 bands are really all I would really handle.
Right.
Would be, I think, for us, would be Extractus
Nice.
opening.
Already
For-
good.
Oh,
Yeah, opening for Between the Buried and Me.
Okay. I can
And-
take that.
In my opinion, the only band in metal that Between the Buried and Me could possibly reasonably open for would be Meshuggah.
Ooh.
So Meshuggah, BT Bam, Extractus would give it a nice.
You wouldn't even throw Dream Theater in.
No, Dream Theater doesn't deserve to be like. We can't give them. We don't deserve to be on the bill with Dream Theater.
Ooh.
No, they don't. They shouldn't be. On,
That's true. They're on
they
a
should be
whole
taken-
other level
yeah,
from that whole list.
they should be
so-
taken down by
it's-
our presence on a bill.
Right.
I
Yeah.
think that's what I meant to
Yeah.
say. I'm sorry. I didn't mean.
I understood.
You
I
understood.
just had the
I was saying that they don't deserve the discredit we would bring them, the dishonor we would bring them
Shame.
of performing
Oh,
even in the
shame.
same general area as Lord Petrucci.
Uh,
Or honestly, like His Holiness Devin Townsend Project. We love DTP. For me, so like I don't know, us, Meshuggah, BT Bam, Devin Townsend Project. I think that would be pretty good.
I like that.
That would be cool.
I like that sort. I'd go
I'm
to that.
I'm gonna switch it up a little bit.
Switch hitter.
Switch hitter.
Switch.
I think it would be really cool to play with a band like the Contortionists,
Nice.
and then possibly Gojira,
Nice.
and obviously maybe not in the same show, but Devin Townsend Project. I can't say enough about Devin Townsend. I mean, I'm sure the people watching know how incredible he is. Such an incredible songwriter and performer, and just a cool dude. We met him at NAMM 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, that just to defer from what
Yeah,
you
maybe
were
if we
saying.
could get like Michael P.S. Hayes on the bill too. Other than that, I mean,
or
I think it would be pretty
or
sad.
Tim Heidecker.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim
I know
Heidecker
he's
just
got a
came out
record
with
out.
his first solo album.
Solo album.
I would definitely suggest checking Tim Heidecker
Yeah, it's on
out.
Spotify.
Yeah.
Nice. I'll check that out. My next question is, it's another fun one. Favorite TV show, favorite movie?
Mm. My favorite TV show right now has got to be Naked and Afraid. I think that show's hilarious. Like, they get the most unstable people, who they do have survival skills, but they don't necessarily have social skills. And they make them get naked and then drop them in, harmful environments. So it adds a real, sense of comedy that's unintentional. So like I kind of have a weird sense of humor.
Is it unintentional?
I don't know. Maybe they're doing it intentionally the way that they cut it. But to me, there's a lot of subtle humor in that. So I really enjoy watching that show. I think it's pretty funny. Also, my favorite movie, I would have to say, I love movies. I'm such a movie buff. It's hard to pick one. I don't know. Inside Man is a great movie. I like Clive Owen. Pulp Fiction.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything Tarantino, pretty much. Kill Bill Volume 2 is a great flick. Tim and Eric's $1 billion movie is a good one.
Yeah.
What about you, Chant?
TV show.
What's that one you watch, Long Island Medium?
No. No, my mom watches that.
No,
She
he
loves
watches
it.
that all the
My
time.
mom actually loves Long
Every
Island
Sunday, this kid on the couch, Long Island Medium.
No, that's not mine. But probably what's that show with I think it's called Office Space. Is it Office Space?
No, that's a movie. The Office.
No, not The Office.
The Office.
Parks and Rec. Sorry.
Oh yeah, Parks and Rec.
Yeah,
Close.
that. I knew it was an office or
Yeah,
something.
it's on-
Yeah, that show is really funny. I've been watching that on Netflix. And
Dude, Stranger
a previous
Things.
show.
Stranger Things, yeah.
it's my turn.
Ooh.
a previous show that I watched like a few years ago was Boardwalk Empire. If you haven't checked it out, I mean, I'd recommend that show. That was really
good show.
Great
Nice.
show. Tremendous.
Shout out to Steve Buscemi. Yeah.
But for movies, one that I actually saw for the first time recently that was really good was The Count of Monte Cristo.
God, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah, that's an awesome movie.
Classic tale.
Yes.
And I know you don't like this movie, but this is my favorite movie of all time.
God, I can't stand it.
It's Forrest Gump. Why are you laughing, man?
It's not that I hate it. That's what it is. Because I'm like the only person that just.
It's great. I love Forrest Gump. That's one of my favorite movies all time. But yeah.
I wouldn't say I love it or hate it, and it wasn't a laugh at like you like Forrest Gump. It's just I'm indifferent about it.
Okay, all right. Laugh for indifferency.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, we do watch a lot of movies.
Nice.
A lot of television as well.
All right, my next question is favorite video game. Well, I mean, you kind of answered it, but
Character.
Well, right now, you know, I'm digging on No Man's Sky. Doom that came out in April, whatever. That was probably my favorite game of the year. Uncharted 4 was also really good. But I grew up on like NES with like Mario, and I had a Sega Genesis too at the time. So Sonic, Kid Chameleon was one of my favorites growing up. The Lion King game. I don't know if anybody's ever gotten past like the 4th level where you have to jump from the giraffes. I've never, been able to do that. So that was a good one.
Nice.
I like the Aladdin game.
That is a good soundtrack
style game. But Mario Kart is always
nice.
my favorite of mine.
Mario.
I answered it earlier. Call of Duty. I get kind of addicted to that. Duty.
It's kind of lost me recently, though. It's too much extra shit. I can't keep up with all the
running on walls.
Running on walls. The shit talking from the children.
Oh, you got to turn them off.
Just.
But still, it's a hassle.
Don't encourage them.
Right.
And my last thing is, tell us where we can find your band, new music, new tours, events, whatever. Time is yours now.
Well, you can find us first and foremost on Facebook, just by typing in Extractus. All of our show information, all of our upcoming shows are going to be announced on there. YouTube, Extractus Band, has our original music video for Extinction. You can find us on iTunes, like I said before, Apple Music, Tidal, your local watering hole. We're actually planning a tour of venues with food items in their name. So hint,
such as?
I'm not going to drop any names now. I want to hold that for the big reveal. But
it involves beef.
Just be warned that if you have, listen up, America. If you've got a venue with food in your title, we're coming for you.
I'm looking at you, Cookout.
I'm looking at you, Chesapeake Cookout stage. So yeah, we're coming for all the venues with food in the title. That's a tour I'm planning, but we are actually in the beginning stages of planning a tour for 2017. We're going to announce on our Facebook soon. You're going to see us. Our next show on the books right now is in Boston. I can't announce the venue yet, but that's going to be awesome. That's October 22nd. It's a Saturday up in Boston. Instagram at Extractus, and you can find us there. And
we have a YouTube channel, I believe it's Extractus Band.
Extractus Band, like I said, where you can find all of our lovely music videos. We have this really awesome animated video called Extinction. I don't know if you're into YouTube culture or anything, but there's a great artist, Animated, that did our video, and he's got some really awesome videos online. A lot of people may have come across, but so that's where you can find us.
Nice. Is it called the Extractus Burger? Are you extracting a burger?
Oh,
That's it.
That's pretty good.
Already got it.
We're gonna extract something, my friend. I'll tell you that. I'll give you that much. I don't want to spoil it. I need people to come out to the show to see exactly what we're gonna extract.
You're not even playing. There's just like a table in the middle, and there's like a
box.
cover over.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you're just like, we're not playing. We just want to announce this burger or whatever, like something.
We're doing a tour of the local burger shops, and by tour I mean we're gonna have one of everything.
Yeah, we're just gonna eat. That's
Yes.
pretty much it.
That's
And
right.
Just slap Extractus like over.
That's right.
Yeah.
Extractus was here.
There you go. We got it.
You got it.
I'll make sure to leave all the links for them in the description. Make sure you go subscribe to them. You don't want to miss out on what they do. Killing it over here. So I'm excited to see what they do next. And make sure to subscribe to this channel. Hit the thumbs up. That'd be amazing. And with that being said, thank you guys for being on. We appreciate it over here at Audio Addiction. And
Thanks for having us, man.
no
Yeah,
problem. No problem. All right. Talk to you guys later. Peace.
Talk to
See
you
ya.
later, man.
So did you like the video? Then make sure you subscribe to Audio Addiction's channel by hitting that button right over there. Subscribe to our channel helps you stay up to speed on all of our latest content. Speaking of latest content, you can check out a recent episode from our live weekly show right down there, as well as a recent album review right over there. And you can check us out on social media right over there. So what are you waiting for? Let's talk music.